Most people think expensive homes stand out because of what they add. Bigger sofas, designer lamps, expensive marble, custom furniture. But that's usually not the real reason. The real reason some homes feel expensive the moment you walk in is because they feel quiet, not silent. Quiet. And there's a difference. A quiet home doesn't try too hard. Nothing is shouting for attention. The sofa isn't competing with the walls. The walls aren't competing with the art. The lighting isn't trying to impress you. And the room isn't packed with objects asking to be noticed. That's why expensive homes often feel calmer than average ones. Not because they have more money in them, but because they have less noise in them. Visual noise is what makes a room feel busy, messy, or cheap. Too many shapes, too many colors, too many things happening at the same time. Luxury usually removes before it adds. And that's where space becomes important. Real luxury isn't just furniture, it's the space around the furniture. The distance between the chair and the table. The empty wall that lets one piece stand out. The walkway that feels natural. The corner that isn't filled just because it could be. Most people decorate by asking, "What else can I put here?" Beautiful homes ask a different question. What can I leave out? And that question changes everything. Because restraint feels expensive. Then there's light. A quiet room is usually a well-lit room, not brighter, just better lit. Natural light moving across stone. A warm lamp softening a corner. Soft shadows on fabric. A room that changes slowly throughout the day. Expensive homes are often less about objects and more about atmosphere. The materials matter, yes, but what really makes them feel premium is how those materials react to light. Wood feels warmer. Stone feels deeper. Fabric feels softer. Good light makes everything feel intentional. But there's another thing expensive homes get right. They move slower. Not physically. Visually. When you walk into a well-designed space, your eye doesn't jump around. It moves naturally. From the sofa, to the coffee table, to the artwork, to the window. There's a flow. Nothing interrupts it. Cheap rooms often feel chaotic because everything wants your attention at the same time. Patterns compete. Colors compete. Textures compete. Your brain doesn't know where to rest. But good interiors guide your attention. They give your eye somewhere to land. This is why designers talk about balance. Not symmetry. Balance. A heavy piece might be balanced with empty space. A bold color might be balanced with neutrals. A statement piece might be surrounded by calm elements. The room breathes. And when a room breathes, people relax. That's the invisible part of good design. Most people don't notice it, they just feel it. You walk in and suddenly your shoulders drop. You sit down without thinking. Your voice gets a little quieter. And the room just feels right. Not because it's expensive, but because it's intentional. Because every object has a reason to be there. And everything else has been removed. That's also where editing comes in. Every beautiful home is edited. Not empty, just chosen. A room can still have books, textures, objects, personality, but nothing feels random. There's a focal point, a rhythm, a place where your eye lands first. That's why some rooms feel expensive, even when the furniture isn't extremely expensive at all. Because the room feels resolved. It knows what it wants to say. And it doesn't try to say 10 things at once. That's the quiet rule of beautiful homes. Luxury isn't about how much a room contains. It's about how little it needs to prove itself. The most expensive-looking homes don't try to impress you. They just make you exhale. And that calm, effortless feeling is what people often mistake for money, when sometimes it's really just restraint. Verdic living, your home reimagined.